Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to this Yin Yoga practice, and today we are specifically going to focus a bit more on our quads, thighs, hips and knee joints specifically. So which means it can be a little challenging on your ankles, knees. That's why it is important that we definitely find a right edge for ourselves in this practice. In Yin Yoga, we find our edge because we hold our asanas for longer. We will find that point which is not too comfortable, not too uncomfortable for us. So remember that and keep that in mind as you progress in this practice. And we also follow another principle, which is we remain still after we find the edge, we find that balance point for ourselves. Principle number 3 is we are going to remain in our asana for the time that we have decided. Make sure you're using the props, use blocks, pillows, cushions, whatever you have around you, belt. Keep it all around you to make your practice more accessible for you. Remember, in this practice, we don't push ourselves. We only reach to a 60 to 70% capacity and we gradually progress and naturally we let the body open. So let us meet and explore the benefits and explore this practice together on the mat. So we'll first begin this session with breath awareness, and for that we are going to lie down on our belly. So you can lie down on the belly. If you want, you can support your pelvis with a cushion or a folded towel, blanket, whatever you want. And you're going to cross your arms like this. So catching hold of your upper arms right above your elbow with your palms. And we are going to lift our chest a bit. So we are not really going flat on our chest. We want our chest a bit to be lifted. And then placing your forehead over your crossed arms. Allow your legs to be free and loose. And we are going to focus on our breath. So in this pose, you would be able to breathe deep, and you can notice how your breath is flowing all the way down to your belly. So we are going to just explore that. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to also slow down. This practice is slow-paced practice wherein we are going to hold asanas for about 3 to 5 minutes, which will need a lot of perseverance, patience from our side. So inviting whatever is needed for this practice right now as we are connecting with our breath. Inviting the stillness, the pause. Relax the shoulders. Surrender. And simply watching the natural rhythm of your breath. We are not even trying to interfere in our breath. We are not trying to make any change. We are watching our breath as exactly it is. With each inhalation that you can take, see if you can notice your lower back expanding, your hips expanding, your belly touching the ground, pressing the ground, or the ground pressing the belly as you inhale. Becoming more and more mindful of our current surroundings, of our body, how we are feeling right now, connecting with our feelings, emotions, all the sensations. Allow yourself to settle down in this present moment. And your hook to be in the present moment for the entire practice is going to be connecting with your sensations, feelings, and your breath. Now you can slowly release your palms And place your palms right next to your chest, tuck your toes, press your palms down to lift yourself back up. Coming into your sitting asana, you can either sit in Vajrasana or sitting in the cross-legged position. We are going to chant our beginning mantra. So you can join your palms to the heart center, taking a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And as you exhale, you can open your eyes. So we are going to begin a session first with half frog pose. So for that we are going to keep our right knee as it is bent and maybe placing your right hip inside your right heel. So we are not really placing it on the right heel, inside the right heel, and see if you can swing your left leg forward. And if you feel that you're finding it difficult to sit like this, then maybe sliding a cushion under your hips would be a great idea so that you can balance your weight in the center. So balancing the weight in the center is really important for us, and maybe taking the calf out if that makes you feel more comfortable. If you feel, then again, if you need something under your ankles or knee, again you can support it with a folded towel, napkin or a cushion. So we are now going to fold forward in this, maybe opening your left leg a little bit more wide as much as you can. If you can't take it too wide, that's okay, but maybe as much as it feels comfortable for you. So we are going to find our edge. Now we are going to walk our palms forward and sink the chest down in the center. Now if you feel over here you need blocks or cushions, anything, any prop in front of you, you can do that. You can rest your forearms, upper arms, whatever feels more comfortable for you. You can drop your head down. Maybe using the bolster, you can place the bolster on your lap and supporting your arms on the bolster. For some of you, it may be possible to keep this leg a little bit more away. You can do that if it is not closer to your hip. And we are going to hold here for about 2 minutes in this position. In folding forward, allow your head to drop down, relax your shoulders. And if your spine is rounding, don't worry about that. In Yin Yoga, we allow our spine to round. So let me show you from the side as well. If you don't have props, don't worry. You can just simply fold forward by placing your palms forward and sinking the chest down. So finding your edge. In Yin Yoga, we always find our edge because we hold for so long. It is important that we find a balance point ourselves and we don't really push ourselves outside our limits, going only to a 60 to 70% capacity and finding that point wherein we are able to hold into our asana for the time that we have decided, wherein we can also remain still and we can allow the gravity to work on our body and surrender to the gravity and let the asana work itself. You can rest your forehead on your interlaced fingers or just dropping it on the ground, whatever feels okay to you. And when you let go, you will notice the gravity working on your body, pulling your body down. And you just have to allow that to happen. You don't have to really be doing anything actively. And you can press your palms down to walk your palms back. And now we are going to fold over our left leg. So again, if you want, you can use a cushion over your thigh, or just simply place both of your palms on either side of your left thigh and then walk your palms forward. Allow your chest to sink down. So you can feel right now we were folding forward and now it is to the side, and see what difference that you feel. What are the different sensations that you're getting in this one? And we are going to hold here for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Allow your chest to sink down. And from here, press your palms back down. To walk your palms back, you can now bend your left knee, bring it inside, and then open your right leg as wide as it is okay for you to open. You can simply stay here in the center or folding forward, allowing your spine to sink down. Use the bolster, blocks, whatever that you want to use to relax. And you can remove the bolster props whenever you feel that you found the new edge. Finding the new edge means you stopped feeling any sensation in your current edge. And then you can probably allow yourself to go further down, deeper in your asana. And that's when you know that you have found the new edge. And feel free to remove your props then. Feel the sensation. You might be feeling this quad stretch here, or some sensation in your hips, in your back. If you feel that you're going down and that's when it becomes unbearable, then shift yourself back. So finding a right edge is very important. So become aware, listen to your body. Again, you can press your palms down to walk your palms back into the center, and then moving on to the side. Walk your palms on either side of your left leg and allow your chest to sink down. Just noticing all the sensations, feelings, connecting with our own selves on a deeper level, from our body to mind. A great way also stepping into your meditative state, wherein you can just be mindful of your breath and you can watch, witness whatever is happening in your body and mind, remaining still. And sweep your awareness to see if you're holding any tension. If you're trying to hold up, let go, release. Let your body open up on its own. Again, you can press your palms down to walk your palms back, coming back in the center. And now you're going to bend the right knee as well. So moving into your saddle pose. So you can place your hips in between your ankles, and you can see that the side of your foot is touching your hips maybe, or a little bit more away. Your feet needs to be parallel to each other. Maybe if you feel that there's too tight on your knees, you can place a cushion or a folded blanket or say towel, bed sheet in between your knee and the calf. So you can do that, or if you feel that your hips are not reaching on the floor, you can place 1, 2, 3 as many cushions or pillows under your hips as you wish. We are going to stay here for about 2 minutes, and then maybe we will explore a different variation of this asana. So you can place your palms on the side, you can stay in the center. If you feel a bit of discomfort under your ankles, you can also place some kind of cushioning under your ankles. So maybe about a minute or two here. This is again great for your back, your hips, working on your quads, ankles, and also a perfect asana for your meditation posture as well. You can also place your palms over your thighs or maybe on the side, whatever feels more comfortable to you. Let me show you from the front. Just noticing your breath. Noticing any sensation that you might be feeling, discomfort, listening to your body at the same time, and breathing through that discomfort, the sensation that you might be feeling right now. And from here, we are going to lie down on our back, or maybe choosing another variation, keeping the knees bent itself. If you have the bolster with you, you can place the bolster behind you, the shorter edge of the bolster touching your sacrum. Place your palms on the side and vertebrae by vertebrae resting your spine on the bolster slowly. If you want, you can also place a cushion under your head, arms stretched out, maybe up. You will feel more opening in the chest when you do that. You can do this. If you don't have the bolster and you want to stay here without the prop, then you have multiple options again. You can simply place your palms behind you, open the chest and relax your neck. Maybe you can keep changing the position for your neck, or you can place your forearms down, or placing your chest or the upper back fully down. Now over here, we are going to open our right leg. So even if you are on the bolster, just slowly opening the right leg. Bend your right knee, hug your right shin with interlaced fingers, and maybe pressing that knee towards your chest. And just relax. And if this gets uncomfortable, you can just simply place your right foot in between on the mat, whatever feels better to you. So your left knee is still bent, shin is backward, your left foot is still next to your hip. It can be little bit intense on your lower back. That's what we are working on, the lumbar region, the sacral and the lumbar region here, at the same time working on our quads. And Yin Yoga always working on our mind. That's the main thing. We learn to watch, we learn to be still, and we learn to surrender. And now as you exhale, place your right foot on the mat. Use your left palm to just draw your left knee out, and then slowly straightening your left knee. Stretch it back forward and then just relax for a bit here. If you want, you can make a little bit movement in your left knee, extending it out, bending it, and then extending it out, bending it. And now from here we are going to place the right shin outside our right hip, right foot outside our right hip, bending it. And if you feel lying down is a challenging for you, then you can first sit down and then make the movement, bringing your shin outside your thigh, and then lie down if that feels more comfortable for you. If you feel when you take this shin up, your right knee lifts up, and that's okay. Let it lift up. The gravity would work on it anyway. So we are aiming for deep opening. So some of the asanas can be, especially saddle pose, can be very, very challenging. So at any point, if you feel it is too challenging and you can't do this, just release yourself, relax for some time, and then you can get back into your asana. You're trying to reach deeper connective tissues, working on a joints, ligament. Yin Yoga is beautiful practice for the joint health. And more importantly, it works on the fascia, which is the largest connective tissue responsible for the framework of the body. It also enhances the regeneration of your cells, keeping you young and agile. So that's another benefit of Yin Yoga. And slowly you can release. Draw your heel very, very safely. Start to lift your knee up as you slide your right leg forward. Again, you can extend both of your legs out if you want. Just rotate your ankles clockwise and anti-clockwise, releasing all the tension from the ankles. And from here, bend your right knee, catch hold of your right foot or your right shin with your right palm, or if you are catching hold of your foot, catch hold of your foot from inside. So this is half happy baby pose, and then see if you can bring your ankle in line with your knee. If you can, it is okay. If it is slightly bent also, it is okay. And we are simply placing our palm on the foot. We are not really actively pressing it down. We would allow the gravity to work. Now if you feel again that you need to bend your left knee here, and that makes you feel more comfortable, you can do that. I'm also keeping the timer, so just keeping the watch on the time as well. You can also use the belt to wrap your foot around if you feel that your arm strains too much. Otherwise, just watch the sensation. And when you pay close attention, you would notice how beautifully your body starts to open, just inch by inch, when you allow it to open. And how beautiful it is that we just find our edge and our work gets over there, and then we allow the body to open by itself. So trusting the process. And as you exhale, slowly bring your foot down. Extend your right leg from here and bend your left knee. So this is also a deep opening for your hip. So choose your variation, holding on to your shin, or just place your palm on the foot. Right palm can be resting on your thigh or to the side. You can decide. So I can feel my legs shivering. So you can be rest assured that if you are not pushing yourself, you will not get injured. So even if sometimes the sensation may be deep for you, if you're holding it right, keeping your balance in the center and not pushing yourself actively, you will not have any injury, you will not hurt yourself. So making sure that we are just going easy on ourselves, when we should be getting just enough sensation. That is it. So don't reach out for more, which our mind's tendency is such that we always want to push, we always want to reach out for more. But over here, this is not what we can do, because we are holding for our asanas for so long. We cannot consistently keep pushing ourselves. Then that's what will cause burnout. So learn to relax, learn to be okay with less work from your side. And again, as you exhale, release. Bend both of your knees from here. Bring them close to your chest. Hug your shin. We're going to stay here for some time. Pressing your lower back down. Use the belt to wrap your shin around if you feel that your arms are stretching too much or straining. And now from here, we are going to cross our right thigh over our left thigh. And then you can see, simply stay here, place your arms on the side. You're trying to bring your knees close to your chest. If you want to deepen this sensation, then you can place both of your palms over your shin or maybe further down wherever you can reach, maybe till your foot, maybe hooking your toes if that feels okay. So wherever you reach, whatever feels okay for you, and just allow your arms to then surrender. So we are not actively pushing again, we are just placing, and whatever the gravity is working, we are just simply relying on that for the work to happen. Remember to find your edge. It will be different for each one. Like for me, it may be deeper. For you, it may be even more deeper, or maybe you're somewhere here up, or maybe your legs are just there. That's okay. So wherever we are respecting that. And let's have gratitude for whatever we can do right now. Just notice all the sensations, where and all that you're getting the sensation when you hold into this asana. And stay connected with your breath. And since we hold into our asana for so long, it is very obvious that you might get multiple thoughts. And allow them to come, maybe watch them, because when your mind starts to get into relaxed state, there would be a lot from your subconscious which would come up. And it's better to face it, it's better to watch it than not avoid it or suppress it. So allow everything to come up. And from here, release and change the side. Left thigh over the right one. And again, hold on wherever you can reach and surrender. So in my side of the world, monsoons have started. So I'm in Goa, India, and it is raining. It's a gloomy day today, but beautiful. It's a beautiful monsoon in Goa. And best day to do Yin Yoga, I think, because the weather already makes your mind relaxed, and then Yin Yoga just adds on to that. So one more thing that Yin Yoga does is, when we get spasm, when we do some kind of work like sitting long hours in office or physical work, you might be in doing any gardening or gym, whatever. It causes a lot of spasm, the knots in our body, and Yin Yoga has capacity to really release those knots. And now, as you exhale, release. We are going to move to our last asana, which is going to be a twist. Again, if you want, you can use the cushion. Extend your arms out in the T shape first. Extend both of your legs out, and then maybe bend your right knee, drop it onto your left. Place your left palm on your right thigh. You can stay here itself. Maybe place a cushion under your knee, or if you want, you can slide your left foot also a little bit more up by bending your left knee and catching hold of your left foot with your right palm. Both of your shoulders would still remain on the mat and looking at the opposite side. So you're going to hold here for about 2 minutes. Now over here, if you feel that your knee is straining too much, then you just loosen up this one. So we don't want that knee to strain or feeling that pull. That is possible. Like right now I'm feeling that pull for some reason. Then you just loosen it up and you don't have to like really pull it. And notice if you are surrendering fully or if you're trying to hold on to something. So surrender needs a lot of faith, I mean in life, otherwise in this practice as well, like having faith in your practice, having faith in the process. So that's when you start to surrender in life as well, when you have faith in general in life as such, in existence, you're able to surrender. And they are, I think, one and the same thing. When you have faith, surrender comes to you naturally. And again, release, change the side. As you exhale again, release. Now from here we are going to move to Savasana. So if you want, you can slide a bolster under your knees, or you can simply lie down, extending your legs out. Place your palms on the side. Allow your body to be free, loose, and relax. And before you relax, maybe if you want to rotate your ankles or wrist, whatever you feel like making, whatever movement to make your legs feel more relaxed, you can do that. We have consistently working on those areas. And then allow yourself to be. Connect back with your breath. As you exhale, relax your toes. Become aware of your feet to relax your feet. Notice your ankles, your heels, relax them. With next exhalation, relax your shin, your calf. Notice your knees and release the tension if you're holding any. Let your thighs be relaxed. Notice your hips, your pelvis, relax. Relax your lower back, your abdomen, your torso. Feel your back resting on the mat. Feel your belly reaching out to your spine as you exhale. Feel your chest expanding as you inhale. And with next exhalation, feeling your entire torso to be sinking down on the mat. Relaxing the shoulders, your hands, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your neck and face. Notice the center point between your eyebrows. Relax. And relax the crown of your head. Sweep this awareness all the way down to your body, sweeping through your body to see if you still feel any tension anywhere, and allow that to release. Touching the inner silence, watching the space behind our thoughts, the space behind your inhalation and exhalation, wherein we find the silence existing within us. And you can continue here for as long as you wish. If you would like to come out, start to move your toes and fingers gently. You can move your head from one side to the other. Bring your feet together, maybe stretch your arms up, stretching your whole body. Bend your knees, roll over to your right. And whenever you feel ready, you can slowly come up into your sitting asana. Let us take a moment to absorb the practice. We'll be sealing this practice with one Om. You can join your palms to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me in. If you have any questions, you can leave me comments in the comments section. Let me know if you found it very challenging on your ankles or on your thighs, or could you make it accessible for you? I would love to know that. I would love to know about your experience, and I hope to see you soon again in some other practice. Until then, bye bye.